Hello guys, Megal here. So in today's video, it's going to be about the tier lists of the all classes in Super People. So it is going to be based on the solo and duo mode. And just keep that in mind that this is my personal opinion, not like an official thingy. So my opinions can be different to yours. But it's going to definitely helpful for all the beginners who are going to start this game. And here's the tier list that I made for Super People. So first up, I'm gonna start with the rank D, so which is the Firearm Expert. This class has an ultimate skill, which it makes the movement speed of people in the radius really slow. And it also slows down the fire rate, so it allows the users to quickly approach to the enemies and then shoot. But except that, all the other passive skills don't help, and it's not that useful compared to other classes. For example, you can zoom down a weapon and then quickly change your weapon to other weapon without zooming out the weapon. It sounds really helpful, but in reality you don't use this ability that much because usually you are going to use different scopes for each weapon. And then next up we have Shotgun Master in rank C. Well, this class was really OP, one of the OPest classes during the alpha test, but they nerfed it really hard, so it is really difficult to use. And also this class is the reason of all the shotguns in Super People are really bad. So the ultimate skill is making your shotgun pellets doubled. So every time you shoot a shotgun, usually the shotgun pellets are like 8 or 9, but if you have the ultimate skill, it's going to be doubled, so you're going to shoot 18 pellets at once. And then one of the skills that Shotgun Master has is called the Super Jump. So like its name, when you use this skill, you just like jump really high, so you can instantly dodge the enemy's bullets and then safely just land behind them or something. You can just like shoot the shotgun in close range. And also one of the skills, another skills that the Shotgun Master has is that a knockback system. So whenever you shoot and hit the enemies with the shotgun, then you're going to push them off. So it was really good class in the alpha phase, but it's now really heavily nerfed right now, so it's not that good in solo or duo mode. So I just recommend to use like other classes instead of this one. So next up, we have Nuclear class. This is a very good class in the squad mode actually, because the ultimate skill is just basically calling out tactical nuke on specific area. So it prevents the enemies camping from one spot. But in solo or duo mode, people usually just like wander around, not like staying in one spot, so it's not that good. And one of the skills that Nuclear has, the RPG. So basically you can just use the RPG itself. So it is really helpful to give splash damage to the enemies, or it is really helpful to destroy enemies' vehicles. Except those, the other passive skills are not that useful compared to other classes. That is the main reason why I put this class in the rank C. And another class I put it in the C rank is the Teleporter. This will be debatable for sure. Some might disagree with this, but back in the alpha test there was no sound effect when Teleporter used his ultimate skill, so it was pretty OP. But it is now nerfed and it has sound effect, so if you try to teleport like behind enemies or something, they will notice the direction. But it is still useful if you use this ultimate just to survive from like danger spots. The main reason why I put this class in the C rank is because most of his passive skills are useful in squad mode, but not in the solo mode. This class has a lot of healing enhancement passive skills, so it is more like supportive class. The reason why I said this is debatable class is because there are a lot of high skilled players who use this class really good. So just considering that this tier list is based on my own experience, so I personally think it isn't good for me. But also it is hard to recommend beginners to play this because there are so many other easy and good classes compared to this one. So up next we have rank B. So we have the Gatling Soldier for the first one. And I can definitely say Gatling Soldier has the worst ultimate skill in Super People, because the ultimate skill allows you to use the minigun. So the minigun does a fire damage, but it doesn't do that much of damage in the late game. It can be helpful in beginning of the game, but it's not that strong in the late game. But the reason why I recommend and put this class in the B rank was because other passive skills are useful. So it decreases the incoming damage. And the Gatling Soldier also has active skill, which is front roll. So whenever you use this, you get a temporary HP, and you can also dodge the bullets while using it. One of the passive skills increases your magazine capacity. So even without the extended mags, you're going to have a lot of bullets in one magazine. And up next we have Marine, and I put this class in class B, but if you have a lot of river or like a lot of water in your circle in specific game, then it goes up to class A, because most of the passive skills that Marine has are useful in watery field. So for example, if you just stop swimming and get out of a river and you get a like temporary HP, you also get temporary movement speed boost. And the ultimate skill is making a big foggy circle, so whoever is inside the circle is going to have a minimal sight, just like you're inside of smoke screen or something. So it is really good for getting out of dangerous spot or fighting against the enemies. If you don't have that much of water in your circle, then it's not that helpful class. And then next one is Gas Soldier, and the Gas Soldier's ultimate skill is basically just shooting a big fireball. Sounds funny, but it is really helpful for engaging the enemies inside a house or something. And one of the passive skills allows you to use poisonous bullets, so it constantly does a small damage. And another fun passive skill allows you to use the fuel, and you drink it, then you get a temporary HP and temporary damage boost. And we're going to move on to rank A now. So from now on, I'm pretty sure even the beginners who use these classes will have at least one chance to win a game. So I definitely recommend these classes for you to play. So we're going to begin with the Strike Force. This class has a ultimate skill which boosts your movement speed by 200% and also your jump heights. So whenever you have like a river between you and the enemy, you can just basically just run and jump to instantly get close to the enemy. And also one of the passive skills allow you to use the ballistic shield whenever you get hit by someone. It just automatically creates the ballistic shield based on the direction you just got hit. And you also have small damage resistance to incoming damage in far range. So you can easily use the ultimate skill to get close to the enemy, and especially in solo mode, it's really helpful. And then next we have Driver. I wanted to place this one in the S rank, but I personally thought this class could be a hard one to specific people, so that's why I put this in the A instead of S. And this class has ultimate skill of summoning SUV that you can just like drive around. And then this SUV has a lot of HP. And also most of the passive skills that Driver has are focused on driving skills. So for example, when you get off the vehicle, then you get temporary HP and temporary damage boost to kill the enemies really easily. And especially the Driver is really strong at the very late game, because you can just basically just drive your car inside the circle while other people are just hiding inside of like house or something. So it can be really dangerous for other users. And then next we have SWAT for another A rank. So it is really good for 1v1 because the ultimate skill is just making the other users screen black out. So when other enemies are inside of your ultimate skill, then they cannot see anything in their screen, but you are allowed to see them. So the enemies will try their best to get out of the ultimate skill effect. But if you use inside of a building or a house, then you can just get a free kill. And most of the passive skills are focused on the indoor combats. So whenever you like kick the door or break a window to get inside of a building, then you get a temporary HP, and then there's going to be a small smoke screen to hide you from enemies. And then the last class in the rank A would be Sniper. Well, I wanted to place this in S, just like Driver, but it requires a lot of skill to play this one. so I just placed it in A rank instead. So if you have X40A1 or Kar90 AK, when you have the ultimate skill, you can basically just kill anyone. No matter what they have for the ballistic helmets, you can just kill them at once. And then the passive skills that sniper has allow the snipers to move really quickly while he's like sitting or proning. And also there's a skill that it decreases the sound of the movement. So you can just basically sit and then move around really quickly, really quietly. And then last of all, we have Seeker in the S rank, and I recommend this class to everyone because first of all, the ultimate skill is just sliding really quickly 3 times, and then it will allow you to just get close to enemies in the long range. And the reason why I think Seeker is really OP class is because Seeker is allowed to see who landed close to you, so you can basically just start looting really safely. And then every 40 seconds, you're allowed to see any enemies nearby in the minimap. And also you have heartbeat sensor, which it helps you to see any enemies through the wall in range, which is really OP in solo mode actually. So if you're feeling it is really hard to win one game, then I would recommend you to use the Seeker class. Then it will make you to win the game really easily compared to any other classes. And this will be the end of the video. If you find this video really helpful, please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also leave the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video.